Lego Freak here. Welcome back to yet another custom Lego minifigure tutorial. It's a lot to say. Anyways, today is something special because it's one of my all-time favorite customs that I've done. Definitely took a long time, so yeah, let's jump right into it. The custom, as you can see today, is the one and only Deathstroke, based off the CWTV show Arrow. Yeah, there's a lot of details on this minifigure. Just a lot of weapons and just really cool stuff. I had a great time making this minifigure and just working on it. Did take a long time, but it was well worth it, I think. So yeah, I mean, a ton of details, as you can see. One of my favorite things about it is the fact that since this is an Iron Man helmet, which you can probably tell, this, give me a second, lifts up so you can see in there Slade Wilson. Just really cool minifigure. This is one of my all-time favorites. So yeah, let's get into the tutorial so you can make this awesome figure for yourself. So the parts list for this particular minifigure are gold paint, light gray paint, silver paint, black paint, orange paint. I actually used fingernail polish, but paint will work just as well. White paint and a thumbtack for details, or again, you can use a toothpick or anything else as long as it's got a really small tip. So yeah, let's get into the pieces and parts that I used. Alright, and the pieces I used to make this awesome minifigure, just an Iron Man helmet. Any Iron Man helmet will do. This head is the head of Bard from the Lego Hobbit sets. Of course, I painted an eye patch on there. The legs are from, the Lego minifigure series. Is one of the space aliens that came with like really big armor. So yeah, those are the legs I used. Just a regular gray body with black arms and black hands. Any kind of Lego sword like this, the katanas. Now this gun I got from Brick Arms, but you know, you can use just a normal Lego gun, or you can buy one from Brick Arms. And a pistol that I bought from Brick Arms. Again, you can use a normal Lego pistol, or you don't have to give them these at all. These are optional. Yeah, now let's get into the how I painted it. So most of the painting was done with this little guy right here. So yeah, this is gonna take a long time to paint, but you know what? It'll be worth it. So pretty much, on the figure, first I had to paint on these, kind of gives these blue protective pads, I guess. I don't really know exactly what purpose they serve. Sorry, I can't take this this thing off here. It's glued on there, but yeah, he has these blue pads under there. I put some gray around there just so that they stand out a little bit. Down here is also gray. Pretty much I did a gray curve up and over on his torso here. Then I put 3 black lines in there, one going straight down and 2 kind of slanting towards it. You could probably see that in there. Right here is a strap with a buckle. There is another one under there, but you can't see it. Some more gray lines up here, just for detailing, really. A little hard to see under this strap. And what this is this is a it's basically I cut one of the what Indiana Jones wears, that little, whatever you call it, the pack that he wears that hangs down here. I pretty much cut off the little part that hangs down by the hip and cut off the back, and then glued that on the front there. Now this part right here, I don't even know what these are. I think they're grenades in the show, but you know, they're obviously important to have on the figure. So basically what I did was I took Lego hands, pretty much, just the standard Lego hand, and I cut, oops, sorry about that, I cut off the hand part, so it's just 3 of these things from the back of the hand. Pretty much that's what that is. Just 3 Lego hands, just with the hand part cut off. And then I took this, painted the tops of them gold, and then I put gray around the bottom, because they're actually gold, and the top sticks out, and the gray is just little pockets that they're in. Down here is 2 little pouches. Basically what those are is those are pieces of this bigger sash. The parts that I cut off, I just cut 2 little squares out of it and glued them on here. Of course, painted them black. So yeah, now on his arms, I kind of have these little shoulder pads. You could probably see those. These are optional. You could paint those on, but I decided to actually put them on. What they are is they're aluminum from soda cans, cut into little parts and put on the sides. So there's a little square piece here and a kind of a curved piece up there to mimic his shoulder pad. Again, that is optional, but you can do that. I painted the sides of the pads orange, and then this one's blue, this one's black, same on the other side. Then I painted some straps holding them on with light gray with little black dots for like buckles on there. So yeah, now on the back, I haven't quite painted this yet. This is his sword holder, which is more aluminum. You could use you could use one of the Lego produced sword holders, but I did not have another one. My only one is on my Deadpool minifigure. So yeah, under there is some detailing, but you know, that wasn't really based off the show. That was kind of just my own design, because I didn't really get any pictures of his back. So yeah, but pretty much just the sword holder there, with some belt details on the legs. Right there, you can see some more straps down here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the back, but I did put on the back of his arms, if you can see, little elbow pads, pretty much just gray square with a gray dot in the middle, to kind of look like elbow pads there. Now on the legs, on the belt part, I actually painted, well, his belt, pretty much just 2 gray squares with a gray line in between them. Then I painted orange right here and here with a gray kind of buckle in the middle, with some black lines on either side of the belt. Now for the legs, sorry, lighting's not the best, but basically the knee pads were already there on the leg design. Again, they're from the minifigure series. I don't remember which one, sorry about that. And this little pocket up here was already there from the legs, as well as this strap right here. So pretty much all of it was already there. Oops. When I did it, basically I just painted black around them, and I also painted them orange because they were this bronzish color, the knee pads. But yeah, those are already there. Now on the sides here, I did paint a gun holster like he has in the TV show, with some, you know, the straps holding it on there. Obviously the gun holster is pretty small, because if I painted it the same size as the gun, it'd take up his entire leg. So yeah, on the other side here, kind of different. He has a knife in his boot there with some more straps going around. A little hard to see because, again, my lighting's terrible. I want to fix that. And of course I did leave these parts gray, because otherwise you couldn't really see the knife holster or the gun there. So yeah, pretty much that's about it for this minifigure, at least for the details on the body. Now for the head here, all I really had to do was paint on the eye patch, which wasn't that hard. Just using of course, the thumbtack and just, you know, doing an eye patch. Now this head is double-sided, so I did paint one on either one. This one's more fierce, and of course this one's more happy. So I was really glad that I actually got a double-sided head on there. Now I did paint a little bit of gray on the beard, because he does have some gray hair on his beard. It's a little hard to see, but I did do that just for some extra added detail. Now for the helmet, dun 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 dun. Pretty much, again, this is just an ordinary Iron Man helmet. Pretty much what I did is I Sharpied as straight as I could a line from here all the way to the back. And then I took some glossy black paint. Actually, I did do a little bit to this side of the helmet because it looks different, the black side. I pretty much just sanded it a bunch so it looks a little smoother. It might be hard to see on the camera, but there is a difference to the sides. So yeah, I did basically just sand it a bunch on this side. You don't have to do that, but I did. Then just painted it all black on this side. And did 3 gray lines right here because he does have kind of air holes in his mask, and I wanted you to be able to see those. On the other side, I did use nail polish for this side, but you could use paint or whatever. Just, you know, the entire side orange with the 3 black air holes right there. And then as for the eye, basically, I just left it white and painted black in the middle there so you can see his eye there looking awfully menacing. Now, around the side, right here, this part here is actually black in the show, so I did leave this part black. It's just the mask and this part back here. So yeah, now on the back, he does have these kind of I don't know what you call them, hanging off. So what I did is I cut a Lego cape into 2 little strings and just glued them on the back there. You could use paper or anything else, really. I just thought a Lego cape would be the best. So yeah, and that pretty much covers the Deathstroke figure. A lot of work. All I really did on the sword was I painted this part silver, so it did stand out a little bit. And of course that fits nicely into the holster I made for him. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the guns that he has here. I won't put them in because that can get a little awkward to do on camera, but anyways, yeah, that about wraps up the tutorial for this minifigure. Hope you guys liked that tutorial on one of my all-time favorite DC characters and favorite customs. Yeah, so go ahead and hit that like button if you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe because I always want some more subscribers. Yeah, just I upload every Monday. Okay, sometimes I upload on Tuesday because Monday gets a little crazy sometimes. But anyways, this has been Lego Freak. Peace. 3, 2,